Are you stuck trying to get into X rank, just your teammates keep holding you back? Well, this video will get you in X and teach you a good mindset that is ready to improve and take out the bad ones you might have that you might even not realize are a problem. Lots of people, maybe even you, blame losses on randos you play with or on solo queue that spam special the entire time and never fight, that one person in Sindo queue that wasn't in the VC, or the person you had never played with before. Could any one of these people have been the reason you lost? Yes. Is blaming them the right route to go? Absolutely not. If you blame someone, you say you couldn't have done anything and that you can't learn anything from that game. Realistically, you can always play better. I'm not saying that to mean blame yourself either. You will always make mistakes. Even if you make a game losing one, all you can do is recognize you did it and move on and try not to do it again. If you dwell on that, it will only hurt you. Another bad mindset that will sneak up on you because it doesn't actually make you mad on its own is what I'm going to talk about next. Ever gone into a match to find out that the map is Eeltail and that your team has double backline, then thought something like, oh, this game is unwinnable? Well, that's bad mindset too. It makes you think you can't do anything and doesn't allow you to learn. It will hold you back from truly improving when you need to stretch to beat a team a few divs higher than you or a top 500 player and that thought allows you to be defeated before the game even starts. This even applies to games where you have to pretty much KO or do other very hard things to win. Now, will it be hard to do those things? Yes. But when you think that thought, you're defeating yourself before you even attempt to do that. However, don't blame yourself if you do lose. It's not realistic to expect yourself to win every game, and you will fumble some games you should have won. All you can do when you fumble or lose is recognize what you did wrong and move on. If you stay thinking on it, it will only hurt you. Now, I know this is an extremely hot take and might make some people mad, but I think it needs to be said, so please stick with me. I think solo queue rank does matter. All top-level Japanese players who majority of the Western scene agree are better than us in the West all have really high X powers, majority of them being in the pretty much all of them being in the 3K range and then a few in the 4K. I don't know how many, but they're somewhere in there. Where most art Western top players are in the 2K and a few in 3K. I understand their scene is different and their scores are a bit inflated because they have a bigger X, they have more people in X, but it still shows that they play X a decent amount more than us. And I think we should consider every way that Japan is different than us if we're trying to beat them, instead of just the convenient ones that we can't do anything about that just allow us to only accept that Japan's always going to be better than us and doesn't allow us to think maybe we could beat them, such as they have a larger player base, they have a shared language, or that they're all in one time zone. However, I think that Japan does look at solo queue in a different way than we do, allowing them to learn from it much better than us. And I think based on how people talk about Japanese players, I think they look more at the people in the team than us because a lot of the time as the West, we look at solo queue as just a mechanics and hero play training simulator, when I think Japan looks much more at what the other people in the team are doing, and that's why they just naturally play much more team focused in their gameplay, not just doing their own thing. When I say that, I want to be clear. I'm not trying to insult anyone with bad solo queue rank. I'm just suggesting a way for you to get better. Don't feel like I'm calling you out and saying you're absolutely garbage at the game and you'll never be better. I'm just trying to help you here, and I'm trying to make a point that I think can help you. If you have another big mindset issue that you think people don't talk about enough, then send it in the comments. And if you want to have the current meta have the hardest time fighting you, then watch this video right here.